Alright, real quick, here we have the game that I am dubbing of Snakes and Bones Takeover. This isn't really a devlog per se, as it's more of just acknowledging the fact that the thing exists. Now, obviously we here have Usurper, and this is based off of the first stage from the original Takeover, being the woods. Obviously this game is more of a 2D hack and slash, rather than what the original Takeover was going for. You can jump, you can double jump, pretty simple stuff. If you fall into a pit, you teleport back to where you were and take damage. Health bars in the top left instead of above the player's head. There currently aren't any attacks or enemies, but this is what I have so far. Now, regarding the trees and why they look the way they do, they originally had a very traditional outline. You can still kind of see the remnant of it, but that kind of made seeing the player really, really difficult, so I softened up the details a lot. And I think that's a worthy compromise so that everything doesn't blend together while still having the level have detail. Even if it doesn't look as good by itself, it at least is functional now. The main goal with this game is to have mobile support from the beginning, Android specifically, obviously. That's the main goal here, is to have that. So whenever the first beta comes out, that will be available to both phone users and Windows users, as opposed to just one or the other. The Rise 2 beta, Android beta, which is public now, I guess, on the Rise 2 page, didn't exist until well after the finalized version, or semi-finalized version of the PC version. So having that available from the beginning would be a good idea. This is where you would fight the stage's boss if I had it done yet. For this game in particular, a lot of my games live and die based off of how willing I am to do the level design, rather than make enemies and stuff like that. So I went ahead and got the worst part of the creative process done first, just so the rest of the stuff for stage 1 is pretty standard. And over there is what stage 2 would hypothetically look like if we get to that point. The goal here is 5-ish stages, maybe 6. 4-ish playable characters, maybe 5. The roster won't be identical to that of the original Takeover. I don't plan on having Forrest return, or I don't plan on having Raphael return. Skullgrin's a maybe, but it might not be that Skullgrin. Usurper is the only one that is set in stone, obviously, considering you're looking at him. This will be the primary project after I finish FTW. I'm just showing this off so that the future after that game is certain.